any vibration, and people just flock to it and believe it and soak it up like a sponge, man. That's the power of having authority, man. You know, that he's able to do these things.
It speaks about those that listen to rich men. You know, because he's so in power, because he got the fancy garments and equipments and all this kind of stuff, the money there.
Yep.
That people want to hear what he's got to say. You know, it doesn't matter how many of them there are; they'll listen to every one of them. But if a poor man says something, man, his wisdom is disregarded. You know what I mean? So, brothers are out here been teaching and all this kind of stuff, man. People would rather listen to Esau than they would listen to us. Even though we come with the wisdom and with the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. You know, Esau ain't got none of that.
Wisdom is despised.
That's right. You know? But Esau is the devil. And we keep telling you this, man. He's lying to you. You know?
Like you might tell one of your family members, like, you should take some garlic or you should do this. And then 2 years later they'll come to you. Dr. Rupert was on the
talk about the garlic.
Talk about garlic. But I told you that 2 years ago. You know?
You have to hear it from the
You have to hear it from the Esau first.
Yeah, that's it.
And then it's validated.
Yeah.
You know?
When a rich man speaks,
Yeah.
they listen.
Yeah. That's like when NHS said, "Oh, you should stop eating pork." How many years we've been telling you? Yeah. Leviticus, man, come on.
I got some information, right? So it says this is from oldwayspt.org. It says vitamin D source for vegans and vegetarians, right? I jumped down. It says the sunshine vitamin. Vitamin D is known as the sunshine vitamin because our bodies can actually make and absorb vitamin D from sun exposure, according to the NIH, which is, I believe, that's one of the American medical bodies. It says 5 to 30 minutes of sun exposure between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. twice a week to the face, arms or legs or back without sunscreen right, is usually enough to help boost vitamin D intake. Esau got to wear that sunscreen when it's out, man. What are you telling me? And if it's saying you just need 5 to 30 minutes of exposure, right, twice a week, bro, let's say theoretically, right, let's go with that argument, Jake, which our bodies don't absorb vitamin D the same. Let's go with that argument. If we out there for an hour, that means surely we'll balance out.
Yeah.
If we're 5 to 30 minutes twice a week, right? So okay, if we're 5 times worse, so we'll just be in the sun 5 times longer. Because you can't be in the sun for an hour without getting burnt.
No matter what they do, they can put sunscreen, they'll still get crackly.
Yeah.
They'll actually come out worse.
Yeah.
That's why they're saying don't wear sunblock and all that shit when you go out there. They actually get worse when you wear that shit.
Yeah. I remember when I was in primary school, they said, well, black people can get skin cancer too. You should wear sun. I was like...
I remember they said, man.
Hey, but lies. In fact, I must needs.
Usually, the amount of times girls, white girls, it would be girls more time. Like white people, what some white people say in general. But like so-called white females say, oh yeah, I love your skin, it's so nice. Because Jake, man, in the sun, that's where you really get to see the glow.
Yeah.
because you get that natural glow, and then the heat makes sure your skin is moist as well, so it gives it a radiant kind of glow.
That's it.
Because I've seen in my area, I live in a heavy heat in my area. They see you walking down the road, they're just looking at like, yo, this guy's looks
shining.
Nice. Yeah. But that's because it's the melanin. That's what's doing it. It's melanin.
That Captain Planet look.
He had that glow in it. He had the glow. And he had a box as well. Green box.
Green box.
We're a bunch of Bruce Leroy's over there.
That's right.
In it, soul glow. Yeah, man. Soul. They called it soul glow. In it. There wasn't no crack on the box.
Yeah,
it was a Jake with a fucking juice yard. Tripping everywhere.
I got a quick little something.
Soul glow, bro. Number one product, bro.
That's it. So Psalm 58:3, the wicked are estranged from the womb, they go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poisons as the poison of a serpent, they're like the deaf adder that stoppeth their ear. Don't know what's going on
Jakes
that.
need to stop following Esau blindly, man. Do some fucking research, man. You know what I'm saying? Look things up for yourself, man. If you got questions. But more importantly, come to the men of the Lord. But we already said it, man. All man's wisdom is not the body, man. You wanna hear it from the you know, the serpent himself.
From the
What's his mouth?
authorities.
And he's just going to tell you more lies, man. You know.
I've got a precept. Proverbs 16:4. The Lord hath made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil. And we're in the times of evil, all right? Basically, the Lord, when he came on the scene, he said it was the last days. And really to understand what the last days is, when you go to the book of 2nd Esdras, it speaks, when Esdras was speaking with the angel told him about not the progression, the decline of man. Basically when the first, ask a woman that whether that be the one that be born first, the one that be born last is as strong as the one that be born first, and she'll say no. They said in the same manner as so the men on the earth. Basically everything's got weaker and weaker to the point where now you have Esau and rulership. Esau is the main guy, okay? Esau is the main guy. So with Esau being the main guy, it was the reason for the decline of man to be at its worst, and for the time of evil, basically. And that's why we have all these things happening. That's why Esau's able to say these things and to get away with it, because it's the decline of the subtlety, the understanding. Men don't have that, man.
That's it.
This is the worst. This is a time like never.
Got something for you real quick. Ephesians 5:16, redeeming the time because the days are evil. So the days are evil, like you said, man. And when you were saying that, I was thinking about how the Lord set up, I forgot the woman, but she set up a woman as a ruler over Israel, just to show how low we've become.
Deborah.
Yeah, Deborah, to show how low we've become. Now, Lord set up Esau to show, look how bad things have got. Basest of men. No, but it's what it said, set up the base of men to show, that the Lord has power over the earth, man. You look at it, man, everyone's stronger and better than Esau, man.
Yeah.
Right? And deep down, everyone knows it, man.
Just that he's in power.
He's in power.
I've seen servants upon horses.
Yep.
Esau's got the power right now.
You look at Dominic Raab and Trump and Boris. Is this your king? Yeah.
And they're showing no form of. It's funny because Muhammad Ali had that quote where he said, like, when he got asked by him, not Parkinson, what's his name? The white Jake. They said white Jake. I don't know if he's a Jake. The white dude, he had a lot of interviews from here. That I think he did This Is Your Life as well.
Parkinson.
Yeah.
It is Parkinson, right? I was thinking,
I think it is.
Because he said to him, would you ever become the president of the United States? Then he gave the metaphor of like, if I've been on a boat for all these years and I'm a crew member and I'm working down at the bottom, and then one day, someone comes to me and says, hey, the captain wants to see you. Then I come into the captain's cabin and then he said, yo, we want you to steer the ship. He's like, this ship's going down. And they laughed like that and they said, why is that? And they said, well, I've been down there all this time and now you want me to steer this ship? Right. Nah, something ain't right.
Yeah. So they can blame it on you when shit goes south.
And people ain't really thinking about it. Like, you got someone, you got Boris Johnson and Donald Trump in the positions of power, in key
over the earth.
provinces, like countries in the earth. Something ain't right. You gotta think about that. Donald Trump is posting memes on his Twitter account.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You're meant to be a president.
God, yeah.
An office of high regard.
That's it.
You're meant to show, some
I must needs get you something. I must needs get you something.
But he's doing that. Then you have Boris Johnson. He can't form a sentence, right? And he got COVID-19, and then all of this kind of stuff. Look, not to say that any man can't get ill or anything, but it's just like with the severity of the situation, the way it's being handled don't show no discernment on his behalf, man.
Yeah, I've got something for you.
If it's, really that deep.
It says 1 Timothy 3, right, just showing, because you're saying president, that's a particular office. But I was thinking, well, in this thing of ours, if you want particular office, there's certain requirements that are needed of you, right? It says 1 Timothy 3, says this is a true saying, if a man desire the office of a bishop, you desire for good work. A bishop then must be blameless, the husband of one wife, right? So, for instance, our law allows us to have more than one wife, right? But he's basically saying, look, man, if you want that role, you want that position, you got to be on levels, man. So you can't be distracted by loads of different women, this, that, and the other. Because for instance, we're commanded to give
I was just gonna say the law says that. It says about a king should not multiply water
Yep.
onto him
Yep.
and these different things because he has a high office. So
As I say, there's a certain level of discipline you need for those
Yep.
roles.
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And if you haven't got it, then you're not really suited for the
Exactly.
role. Just like you
Ultimately,
go
you're
get a job
servant.
somewhere, you need certain
Yep.
skills set. You know what I mean?
Yep. Well, prime ministers and all of that aren't, if I'm not mistaken, they're referred to as civil servants, right?
well, minister, prime minister.
Exactly. Minister. The angels ministered unto him.
Yeah.
Because the minister. Yeah, can't.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
You're serving.
Yep.
So you're serving the people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
A shepherd. You're ultimately
Yeah.
you're ultimately serving the sheep.
Yep.
Ultimately, because you gotta guide them to the pastures. You gotta make sure if they
Lead
fall
them, you have to
into
lead them.
somewhere, you have to get them like, and that's why that is you know. I'll let you say
Lost sheep.
Because, you know, we call him Trump, he's supposed to be chief of staff.
yeah.
You know, just like you said, the pastures and all that, you're going into the sheepfold,
yeah.
chief of staff. So that's, you know.
And that's the thing, when you deal with the shepherd and everything, that was our career choice, our primary career choice as Israelites. Now, you know, you have crackers, they get in a relationship, what they do, what's like a big step, aside from like getting in, like moving in together, they have a dog together or something, like a form of pet.
Yeah.
And then when they go out for walks and they, you know, so it's kind of like having a child
A
basically.
little bit more.
So it's the same. When Israel, we would have sheep. Go read Sirach. Read about King David, what he did that no man knew what he was doing when he was a shepherd. That was his learning to go and kill
Goliath.
Goliath.
Yeah.
Then to actually rule over the kingdom of Israel. And to show you to what degree he had that understanding, when Nathan, or was it Gad, sorry, who was a priest in the kingdom, I think it was Gad maybe, that came to him and told him the parable of the ewe lamb. He came in, one of them, I can't remember, came and said like, gave him the parable about the ewe lamb. One man had a ewe lamb.
Oh no, it was Nathan. No?
Nathan,
The one that was cursing him out.
Yeah. Well, curse him out.
Well, yeah.
You know,
Slack. It was misspoke.
You're
Yeah, rebuking
rebuking
him.
him in a very subtle manner.
So I misspoke. Slack.
You know, he made
yeah.
his tongue fall upon himself, basically. He gave him the parable about the ewe lamb and explained about how, you know, like, you know, this one man had a ewe lamb and he had it with all his life, and another man had a great fold of sheep. They came and took his ewe lamb. They said, that man should be, you know, they said, that man is you. Then it's like, damn. But that shows you to what, like, he has an understanding of what it takes for a man to have that one ewe lamb, like what energy you put into that. And that's really like you're tending to that,
That's true. Yeah.
to that actual
Sheep.
sheep,
Yeah.
like you, for you to get the goodness out of it.
Yeah.
Even it's like even with women, you in some sense of a way, you have to tend to. There's like a administration that you have to give onto that woman to get the good out of her later on down the line.
Build them up.
It's like everything as a man ultimately is work.
Ooh, hey, cause
Tending to the
Yep.
field to get the good out of it, you gotta put in the work for it to get good. You know?
because she's a servant unto you, but something when you get servants, if you've got like a whole, for instance, you've got loads of different servants that'll be you serving the guests. First thing you got to do, you got to train the servants.
You still got to do things for yourself. You
Yeah.
gotta feed them and all this kind of
Yeah.
stuff there. Make sure they're okay. You know,
As a man's as the sorry? I was gonna say as the king is, so is
The
his
people.
Yep.
so is the people.
Yep.
I remember, so like, I remember, you know, I did a video a while back, called it "A King as a Servant," man.
Yeah.
You know, because everybody has to minister to somebody. At the end of the day, man. And even though the Most High is, you know, above us all, and he, you know, he's not really, we don't, he still does us things. You know, he still does us things. He don't have to, but he still does us things.
The analogy of us being a woman. Ezekiel 16, he basically talks about that. He says, like, I gave you this, I did that. He basically
you
went
can't
out the
get
way
it.
to make everything for us, and then we're the ones that went astray.
Being ungrateful.
That's it. So it's like, these are the minute. Hey, Donald Trump, the minister of the free world,
Yep.
Boris Johnson, the minute, you know, of the mother of the well-favored harlot. But these people, from when they're in a position of power and they're so messed up, that shows you what world we're in. Man.
Exactly.
We're
Yep.
at the end of this shit.
It's got a little bit more in this. So it says, a bishop then must be blameless, the husband of one wife, vigilant, sober, of good behavior. Yo, Boris, they be asking him how many children you have. Blah, 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 blah. What do you call it? What was it, Bill Clinton?
Oh,
They keep asking, well, what about your son, man? That ain't good. Not looking after your children, that ain't good, you know.
Yep.
Well, that crime investigation that was on Boris Johnson about that woman.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
You see that land? They're there.
No,
It was kind of hopping like that. innit?
Yeah. It was a car for like a really small day, you know.
So was that what the dog was chasing?
Yeah,
Sorry?
yeah. Because it wasn't running like a dog.
Yeah,
it
it
was
was.
hopping.
Yeah,
Yeah, the puppy, yeah, it was, yeah.
Lions feet.
Yep.
Yeah,
Swift
that-
as a rope.
yeah, they're gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that criminal investigation on Boris Johnson with that woman that he was in partnership with,
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
that got dropped.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm guessing, you know, that woman was probably somebody else's, you know, wife
Exactly.
or something or other, man. At some point,
Yep. That's it.
you know what I mean? And you know, these guys that rule over us, they're not suitable.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're not suitable.
Okay. Yeah.
The coronavirus really revealed that all, man.
Yeah.
Because the people want some form of guidance, and that's why they said the latest piece of advice is stay alert. Basically,
Control the virus.
Yeah, they've handed responsibility to the people, and ultimately,
When
you know,
that fails, we gave you a
that's it.
chance.
when it fails, they're gonna come in with their order, basically,
Yep.
By
to set
design,
everything
you know.
right.
Yep. It
We're
says,
gonna say that we gave you the opportunity
you a
to do
chance.
everything.
Gave you a chance.
You couldn't do it, so now we're gonna have to.
devil.
Well, but that's how it started off. Before the lockdown came,
Yeah.
they said you should stay at home or you should do this,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
people didn't do it. So now, oh no, we have to enforce lockdown now. You have to do this, we have to do that.
Stages.
So, like I said, they give you the opportunity to do that, knowing that they
You
do
ain't
ain't
got
gonna
no
follow it.
opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Knowing you ain't gonna do it. And so they can now enforce things because now they're doing it. They have to act for on the behalf of the people.
yep.
So they, you know, how
It's
they
like
put
justify.
Being the ministers of the
it. Yeah,
people.
exactly. We got best interests.
Yeah.
We know what's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so we're gonna make you do things that you
Yep.
don't want. You know, you don't want to do. We're gonna make you because it's for your
Yeah.
good.
As
Yep.
opposed to, like we said before, changing the diet, the lifestyle of the
exactly.
people,
Simple
the real
stuff.
things that will actually work out later on. Like, it's all good. You can say, that, you know, there's a form of quarantine, but if you got people out here eating pork and having some
Exactly.
form of lifestyle, that would be the best thing to offer.
Exactly.
Wickedness in general, man.
Yeah.
You know, you think about all these diseases that exist and stuff, man. Well, guess what? Mosai put them there. And guess what? Mosai, if he wants to get you with something, man, you're gonna get you with something.
That's it.
You know, if everybody was acting right, and guess what? These things wouldn't be happening so much.
Yep.
And there
you
was
know?
this doctor that came out. He said, "Look, man, it's all bullshit because heart disease could be made a pandemic, but it's not. It's because they have an agenda,
Yeah.
you know, because that kills more people in America than anything else. Is heart
yeah.
disease.
Oh, Apostle Ramla was bringing that up.
Yeah,
one
yeah, yeah.
time.
So it's like they're choosing to make this a pandemic.
Exactly.
They want to gain control of the people,
Exactly.
bring forth that draconian law.
empathy.
You know,
And it really works to their advantage, basically, because now you got, hey, the roles being paid for a cashless society.
Yeah.
I was in Tesco's today and they were saying, please pay with card if possible. So they're basically saying that it's safer for you to pay by card as opposed to pay by cash. They ain't saying you can't pay by cash right now, but they're laying the groundwork to say, look, the disease is being spread through that.
But some of them are saying don't take cash.
Oh, yeah, that's
Some
it.
are saying they don't
Yep,
take cash.
yep.
Yeah.
You know, and notice with the buses and the trains and stuff like you're not paying it all now. Well, in the trains you just have to tap in.
Yeah,
I think.
bus.
Yeah, yeah.
But the
trains
bus you can just get on the bus.
Yeah.
You know, but guess what? They're losing fares because of that, right?
Yeah.
So I like remember going back to the Amazon Go project. You know, where you could just go in somewhere and come out again,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and you know everything's done. You know,
That will make the ISA card obsolete, basically.
Yeah.
Now
Exactly.
you have to offer something that you have to wear that
Yeah.
when it walks past the
scans.
beam that's
come through the doors,
Yeah,
put the beans,
it's-
there you
yeah,
go through.
yeah,
The thing's debited
Yeah.
because they always talk about we don't want no one making contact with nobody
Yeah,
now. 'cause
and that's
of
what they gotta
coronavirus
do.
and
Yeah.
Because you got to touch your card and the card's touching the reader.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
not
you
safe
gotta put it in
enough
your
now.
pocket. Yeah,
it's not safe enough now. It was good when it was going, but it's
Yeah.
not safe enough now. We have to bring you something else.
because you got the route masters. They're what actually they're in most places, but the route masters where I live, you still can use them and still tap in and out. But there's a lot, like you said, it's other ones you're jumping in the back and there's no like card reader there. But then ultimately they're gonna get rid of all of that
Yep.
and set up a new system where it's
And
cashless
it wouldn't be
society.
hard.
Yeah.
To be honest, them scanning, they're just scanners at the end of the day, man. All they need is for you to take a chip.
Yeah.
That's all they need.
Preset.
The scanners is easy. They can be installed. They're not cumbersome. They're not big or anything. They just put them there, and it'd be like you go through an airport or some shit, man. You just go through and it scans you. Because they're planning to do the same thing with the airports.
Yeah.
But they've already started bringing that biometric shit in, but that's not safe enough now because you still got to go in and touch everything.
Yeah. Speak to the agents.
You put your passport in and stand there and whatever. It'll be easier just to go through a fucking
Thing, yeah.
Yeah. Don't need people for that.
Yeah.
Don't need people waiting there. The robots scan you.
Yeah.
AI confirmed you're okay.
Yeah, for
You
real.
know, and you get to go fly, but
And with our ultimately, not saying they could do it, but the way they deal with their gradualism, they're putting different, how could I say it? Different pieces of that technology, they're putting it here, there, and the other. So they'll have something like where now Apple stores, they're saying that if you want to go in the Apple stores, you want to get your head scan. They got to find out what your temperature's saying.
Well, what if
But
you're
the RFID
asymptomatic?
chip, that's the thing. Then they're gonna have the RFID. This is all like
Yeah.
different measures being put in place where they're bits and pieces of the RFID. They're all gonna be put into the the mark basically to say like, look, this is why we should work this because the scanning is this, it don't work that. But they're building their case right now. That's what they're doing.
Them immunity passports and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just code words. But basically, we're going to chip you eventually, man, because that would be the most efficient, most effective way of doing things.
Well, thing is, people accepted pat downs.
Yeah,
You want to.
but you wanted the pat down to stop though, right?
Exactly. Well, yeah,
You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
well, you just
exactly.
get cheated,
Get the
you don't have to worry
chip.
about none of that.
Exactly. It was based because people you talking about the immunity passports, bro. I remember you watched them videos, the TSA agents patting down little children and shit like.
And they always get a bad rap.
Yeah.
So wouldn't it be good if you can get rid of them?
Yeah, exactly. Save money. It's been a big money grab, man.
Well, people getting redundant all the damn
Yeah.
time, man. So he's just gonna add to more of that anyway.
Exactly.
He's not gonna care. He's not gonna care who's working, who ain't fucking working, man. He don't care about your jobs. He will replace all your robots tomorrow, man.
That's it.
He would do that if he could.
That's it.
But like I said, he does things with gradualism, and even though these times, we know he's saying coming for great wrath because he have but a short time. Things are speeding up, so that gradualism isn't going to be so slow anymore.
Yeah.
But then we ain't forgot that he's got tricks up his sleeve,
Yeah.
such as false flags and things of that nature. A false flag can
Change
everything overnight,
Yeah.
basically.
That's it.
So
Speed things right up.
yeah, that's why I said, basically, the Lord cometh as a thief in the night, because like even though we're saying we can see what's happening, there's still a level of like awareness that anything can happen at any time.
They might.
It's like I just wanted to say, it could be a major terrorist attack that can cause all people to fold and like just rely on the government, or it could be a major cyber attack.
Which they said they had one recently,
yeah.
because they said that all the information from
EasyJet, wasn't it?
EasyJet,
So they might say, do you know what? We need to put all the data into a classified server and put it all in one chip. You know
Centralised,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? So
And then
any
you've
form
got-
of
you've got
attack.
the super systems like the Beast in Europe and these supercomputer data banks.
Yeah.
They've got a couple of them, a few of them scattered around the place. Well, that's going to channel all your information.
Yeah.
AI is going to manage it all because it's too much for a man to manage all that information.
Yeah.
You're going to have the AIs. This is why
That's-
ESO's been doing all these things.
And the research
And they
into the
might even say
quantum
that-
as well.
So
There's a research into the quantum computers. That's important for all of that, because the quantum computers can do calculations that regular computers it would take them years to do. Then quantum computers can just do them. Once again, when it comes to the AI ability to, because all AI is doing is maths.
Yeah.
It's just is mass, and shitloads of maths. So if you got something that works super fast, then the AI is better, just from the jump.
shit, I forgot my point.
It's luck, yeah.
It's all good. I knew that happened. But yeah, it's just because even that's what I was gonna say. The whole cyber attacks. Some people may say like, well, how can we trust that Esau's gonna have the ability to defend our information? That's when he makes it known. He shows his power through. Okay, these are the ones that were doing the cyber attacks.
Yeah.
We have a system that's levels above them. we've now found them, we're rounding them up, we're showing them. One key thing you have to remember when this whole coronavirus thing first broke out was ISIS declared that they ain't gonna do no terrorist attacks in Europe because they're scared of coronavirus.
I remember
They said it's legit. And it's funny because the person that I saw post that was a former colleague of mine, and she was even laughing at it.
Yeah.
Because she thought it's cynical for someone to even have a news story like that.
Yeah.
But that's all they need to do. All they need to do is justify that their system is better than the system these cyber attacks. They've built the threat of cyber attackers.
Yeah.
They built the credibility. Now they just need to tarnish it so that they can build their credibility and everyone will buy into it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, because even these are the same guys, FBI and all that kind of shit, CIA be hiring these guys to hack their own shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're always doing that shit all the time.
Or the vaccine, where they make the vaccine, they can say, shit, that place got hacked. It took wrong ingredients. It's too much of one ingredient. Sorry, guys, but everyone who's now had the vaccine, we have to do something with you, because they can say that all it is that they the computer systems got hacked, got corrupted now, or everyone that's out the door, so you could potentially die now.
You know, there was a similar case with the testing of the kits,
Mm-hmm.
the COVID-19 kits.
Yeah,
They were saying
contaminated.
those- Yeah, and different false people selling them and scams.
Yeah.
Work, or they had COVID on them and shit.
Yeah.
Because look what's going on.
Yeah. Hey, let's not forget, what was that film? I Am Legend, man. You remember she said, we found a cure for cancer.
Yeah. And that went terribly wrong. I got a priest.
Let me read this. I'll hold this in it. But it's, Psalm 64, I'm going to read from verse 1, says, to the chief musician, a psalm of David, hear my voice, O power. In my prayer, preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Because these are behind the scenes planning all kinds of shit, man. Looking to do away with us, man. To subdue us and do away with us, man. Right, it says, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see him? Because Esau thinks he's slick. Right? Because he, like I say, he leads away laughing at everybody, man. Because they're giving everyone the runaround, man. And people can't piece it together.
Yeah.
Okay, the elect know what's going on. The men of the Lord know what's going on. But these average peons don't know shit. You know? It says they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. Esau goes deep into these things, man. Like the brother mentioned quantum computing and shit. Yeah. Man's thinking about all these crazy types of shit just to try and dominate the earth. Yeah. AIs and shit. You know what I mean? He's trying to do everything that he can possibly can through this technology that he's got to establish an eternal rulership, man. And to all that hard work that he's putting in, man, is going to end up in, it's all folly, man. It's going to end up being destroyed. You know? That's what's funny about it. And the Most High goes on to say, right? It says, but the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. So you're doing all this work, thinking that you're going to establish something, man, but the Most High going to shoot back at you. Okay, with your own shit. You're going to send an arrow upon you, man, which is a nuclear terminal missile, man, and blow you the fuck up.
It's good to say him that build a house, for paraphrasing, build the Lord be not with it, build it in vain.
Yeah.
Esau's building in vain, man.
Well, even in Malachi, man, we said you're gonna build a desolate waste, but I'm gonna throw down.
Yeah.
So all this is in vain. All this work you're doing, all this complex shit you're trying to come up with, bro.
Building a sandcastle.
The Most High has actually sent you into insanity. Because the Most High is giving you this information to do this technology shit, man. But you're going crazy with this shit, man.
And that's why the Lord said that parable. He said the sandcastle about building your house on a foundation with sand, and the other one, that built it
on the rock, one built on the sand. Yeah.
The rock that's being built upon is Yahushua, man. Yahushua is the rock.
Because we ain't gonna go through all of that, man.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna go think all that deep about it. We just need to understand what's written in Scripture and have faith. Esau bugging out.
Yeah.
He's bugging out. That's what he's doing, right? He's bugging out. Right, it says, but the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow, suddenly shall they be wounded. Okay, so they look like they're about to establish power right now. But Most High, at that very point, Most High gonna make them wounded, man. Okay? It says, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. Because like I said, he got all these agendas that he wanna dominate everybody. He wanna do away with Jake. Okay, he wanna establish his own righteousness, in wickedness, right? But all that's gonna fall upon him, man. All them wicked devices are gonna fall upon him.